Hi, and welcome to English 101 Critical Thinking and Academic Writing. I'm your instructor, Christina Terabicas, and in this video, I will show you where to find all the materials you need in order to be successful in this course. One of the key factors in being successful in an online course is to know where things are, to understand how the course is set up, and of course, to know what the due dates are. We have a lot of content in this course, and D2L has multiple ways of finding things, so I've tried to streamline it as best as I can for you. If you find that anything is confusing or you're unable to find an assignment or a link is broken, please let me know as soon as possible so that I can fix it for you. I want this course to be as easy to navigate as possible, and I want you to be able to know what your expectations are so that it limits your frustration. So let's get started. Okay, so when you click on our course, if there is an announcement, you will automatically be taken to the announcements page. Here, I will share reminders, information about due dates, and other important timely information. In this section here where the calendar is, there will be a list of due dates where you can simply click on the date and that will take you to your submission folder. You'll notice that we already have a welcome announcement. So you can go ahead and read the welcome announcement, take a look at the textbook that you need to purchase, and take a look at the list of items that I'd like for you to complete before we get started in our week 1 assignments. Now, in order to really get started in our course, you want to navigate up here in our menu bar and click on Content. This is where you will find all of your important documents, assignments, and submission folders, as well as helpful tools in order to get you familiar with our learning management system, D2L. When you click on the Overview tab, you will find information regarding the course objectives, materials, and what kind of web access you will need for this course. So you can look at our class goals and go ahead and click on this video to help you get started. Our course is set up in modules. So if we look down here in our table of contents, these are our modules. Click on the module that you want to start with. So let's start with Getting Started. And you'll want to begin with the overview, objectives, and then the activities and assignments for the week. Okay? In week 0, or the Getting Started tab, you will find the course policies, syllabus, instructor information, and helpful resources for D2L help and other helpful course tools. So you can scroll down for helpful things, or you can click on the link and simply click on the arrow button here to get you from place to place. Okay, so here is we had our syllabus, now we have our calendar, we have our English department policies here, we have the list of graded assignments, and then we have our instructor information. Instructor information is going to be a really important thing. See, there's me. A really important thing for you in order to make sure that you're communicating with me. What you'll find is you'll see my office, my email, my phone number. Here, I've given you an area where you can sign up for text messages from me on the Remind app. This link takes you directly to our course link, so you can communicate with students or you can communicate directly with me via text. My office hours or student hours are here listed for you, but if those times don't work for you, then you can make an appointment here using the You Can Book Me tool. This is telling you I have no availability for this week because I'm doing this on a Friday. However, there will be availability every week for you. I also do virtual office hours, and that means that if there's something coming up and we need a group discussion, I'll lead a group discussion for you, or we can kind of zoom in where you can see me, I can see you, and we can just kind of chat. And you can always expect a response within 24 hours. So if you email me, at 1 o'clock in the morning, please do not expect a response at 2 o'clock in the morning. You got to give me 24 hours to get back to you. Usually I don't check emails on the weekend. Sometimes I do if there's something important coming up. But any messages that are received after Friday at 4, I may not respond until about Monday at noon. So please be mindful of that. The other thing that is helpful in this area are my instructor policies and course expectations. So this is basically my welcome letter that tells you about your computer and internet access, how to complete the course, where the due dates are. Our due dates are set up for Wednesdays and Sundays. And then it tells you a little bit about my late policy, rewrites for written assignments and quizzes, how to communicate best, and some additional information for you. So make sure that you're really familiar with this area here because this is really the heart of the course and really how to get in touch with me and what I'm expecting of you as a student. Now, we know that we can click on the arrow buttons to get us to where we need to go, or we can simply click on the breadcrumbs. So let me show you this. You can click on the breadcrumbs up here to get you back to the table of contents if you want to go to a new topic, which is what we want to do now. So our course is set up in units. Each unit is about 4 weeks. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is, so let's click on Unit 1 here. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is you want to look at their learning objectives to see what the unit is all about. And then what I've done is I have given you weekly activities, assignments, and due dates. So the first thing you want to do is you want to click on the week's assignments to find out what activities you want to complete this week. These are also listed on our course schedule, but this actually gives you the links and the overview to what we're doing this week. So it's a good thing to kind of get familiarized and get started with being able to click on these links here. What you're going to notice is for our first week is that I've given you a variety of ways to interact within the class and within our classmates through our discussion boards, but also to be able to work independently with reading and annotating. I give you note sheets to help you out. And then I give you little independent online quizzes or activities in order to help you check your knowledge as you go. Now, this particular quizzes, when you see a bunch of Z's there, that's not going to be a graded quiz. That's just an activity to help check your understanding. When you click on the quizzes, it's going to take you to something that looks like this, and you'll enter the game code here. So let's go join my quizzes here. You'll enter the game code, and then it'll get you started. Okay. So that's just a fun little way to get you to check your knowledge. So each week you'll have your due dates and your activities. I'm a checklist kind of person, so this is the way that I like to learn. But as I said before, D2L of course gives you a bunch of different ways that you can find information. So another thing that you can do is you can look on your schedule, and then you can also just kind of scroll through our unit in order to see all the different things that you may need to click on. So if this is the way that you learn best, find the way that you can navigate the course that fits your learning style and go with it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Now, that's how our course is set up. So we have modules and we have units and we have weekly activities. One thing that I'd like to recommend is that you sign up for not only the text messages, but also to get notifications directly from D2L. You can access these by going to our course homepage, so clicking up here, right here, and then going to the announcements tool and clicking on notifications. Now you're going to have to enter your phone number in order to get text messages, but then you have a list of all of these things that you can either get emailed to you or texted to you. Notice that I only have a couple checked because for me, I like to know when announcements are updated. I want to know, I want to be reminded when an assignment or a due date is 2 days away. That's big for me so that I can be reminded. I also like to know when discussions are posted so that I can remind myself that, hey, I have a discussion board due or somebody has responded to my discussion. And then I also like to know about when my grades have been released. Of course, it's a class. I always want to know when grades are released, right? So you can save that or you can cancel out of that, whatever you would like to do. So that's another way to stay in touch with our class. The last thing that I'd like to point you to, yes, finally the last thing, is our Class Cafe discussion board. So right here, you can click on our Class Cafe, and this is a discussion board where you can interact with your classmates. Sometimes if you don't understand something and you can't get in touch with me right away, you can post a question on the Class Cafe discussion board and you can get feedback or help from your fellow students like, oh my God, was this link broken for you? Did you understand this? Where did you find that? So you can kind of interact with your fellow students to be able to find something really quickly if I'm unavailable. And also sometimes, I may not be explaining it in a way that you're not understanding, and sometimes you learn best from your classmates. So if you want to ask a question, you guys can feel free to use the Class Cafe discussion board to really help you understand and navigate what's due and what may not be clear in my directions. Okay, so to finally conclude, this course is designed so that anything you may need is right at your fingertips. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact me and I will help you as best as I can. I'm looking forward to meeting with you and I really hope that we have a great semester together. Talk to you soon.